The word black. I don't really like the word black because I don't think I'm black. I'm brown.
What's good to the tribe? It's Wanaghi. Wanted to stop by and drop some clips off to you guys. But before we start, stop, hit the like button, and I appreciate you guys. I hope everybody's feeling safe, secure, and as healthy as can be. So these clips today are coming from Africa to South America vlog. And shout out to him. He had a podcast on the show a couple days ago, kind of getting people thoughts on African American. And he's not talking to us, he's talking to other Africans. And they're discussing it and how they feel about it. Which is it's awesome to see. You always want to get all sides of the story. You want to get as much information on this as possible. But a lot of us already know what's going on. But he goes in and talk about how he doesn't feel people should be calling themselves African American because they're not from Africa. They weren't born there. And he kind of feels offense to it because he is an African. So they're going in talking about this, and they start talking about their tribes and how they don't get along and how they're not grouping each other in a whole. You can't call one set of people this or one tribe this and call the other tribe the same thing. It's offensive. They're different people. Like we say, all melanated, carbon-based, however you want to say it, people are not the same. And it's okay. I don't know why people think this is a fucking problem. It's okay to be different. That's what makes us as brown people so powerful across the globe. It's okay. Like I said, if everybody was the same, this would be a boring world. But I want people to see this. And they actually go into talking about black. They kind of throw some jokes in there throughout their podcast of how people say they're black African, but we say we're black because they're black. We say we're African American because we're trying to be like them. And this is just their lenses seeing it. Remember, everybody sees the world through their own lenses. So when they're watching these podcasts from America or these other shows, and they're sitting here saying black power and we Africans and Africa this and Africa that, the real Africans are looking at us like, the fuck are y'all talking about? We're real Africans. And y'all are just pretenders. But let's get into the clip. Let's get it.
You are African just like me.
Yes.
Okay. First of all, which country are you from?
Kenya.
Kenya. Okay, perfect. All right. So, me as an African, my question to you, to the tangible answer that you gave is, don't you think if they are born or if they were born in a different land, they are strictly from that side to label themselves? Like, for example, do you think I can claim to be Kenyan Ghanaian because Kenya is on the same land with Ghana, like it's on the same continent with Ghana?
Only if maybe one of your parents was from Kenya, and so you could say that, or maybe you were born in Kenya and you lived there for a long time, so you feel that's your other home, but your parents are originally from Ghana and you were born in Kenya, for example. Some people might regard themselves as, belonging to two identities. And the other thing is sometimes, you see, for us, if you're born in Africa, that's your land, that's the land of your people and so on. Even if they came there, you know where they're from. So we can really claim a lot of the country because that's the land of our ancestors. So I think for them it's harder to claim, even though they're born here, it's harder for them to claim here because they know that maybe they're born here, but the original, if they go back far enough, somebody in their family was born in Africa, and it's not more than maybe 6 or 7 generations, 400 years, what's that? Yeah. So I think that's the reason, because even if sometimes you don't really feel total connection to the land you're born in. You might be born in America, but you feel that your original roots are in Africa. So I think that's why they're trying to claim both, because some of the roots are here and some of them, the longer roots, are in Africa.
Yeah, but you were talking about roots. And the reason why, so therefore, because of the roots, that is why they label themselves, some of them label themselves to be African American. But to me as an African, I don't see them, I don't really consider that labeling to be something that is supposed to be like used to identify them, because for me as an African, I see them to be black people who look like me, and they are not from Africa. So I find it very offensive. Let me just say this: I find it very offensive if they say they are African Americans if they were not born here in what do you call it, in Africa. Because if I go to America or the United States, they will definitely, even if I naturalize, they won't call me African American. They will still label me to be African. You understand what I'm saying? So it's complicated.
Okay, let me ask you something real quick before I answer that one. So you say that they are black, we all look alike, they are black like us, right? So yes. Can we Africans call ourselves blacks?
Yes, because we are blacks.
So we are both black, us and them, we're both black, right?
Yes.
Okay.
We are black like them, but we are black Africans. So they are black.
That's the reason why they call themselves Africans, because they say we are black like these Africans. Why can't we be Africans?
You understand the confusion now.
Yeah, but that's why that's the reason why they say it, because we are both black. Why should you be African and we are both black? You know? So now you understand why.
It is confusing. It is confusing. But do you realize that when they come to Africa, do you realize that we still differentiate them with us?
Yes.
Have you realized that?
You know how
I live in Kenya, so most definitely you have seen a lot of African Americans coming to Kenya. How is the treatment like?
Well, you know, Africans, we just...
I just want you to be real a little bit, please.
Yes.
I know you are not racist. You are not ready. Just yeah.
Okay. As we welcome everybody. Everybody is free to come. You as a Ghanaian, you can come. Then everybody can come. Nigerians can, even Nigerians can come.
But you know, have you had the experience where a different Kenyan is trying to label Black American? Because I have a prejudice, so I would say, have you ever seen or had that kind of experience where somebody from Kenya is differentiating between the blackness of America and the blackness of Kenya?
Of course. I
would
but
say,
you know what?
Yeah.
That is it. It makes them even more African than that, because if we do that with each other, Africans are very tribal, very, very tribal. Even a Kenyan sees another Ugandan or a Tanzanian, you already know, even from another tribe within the country, you already know that person is from this tribe.
So automatically, you see that automatically you have defined us Africans, right?
Yes.
So if the Black Americans are watching this channel, now they will understand that majority of us Africans are predators.
Yes.
Yes. You are not. You are not. For you, you say they are welcome.
I have transcended.
You don't have problem with them. But for instance, you just said it. You said when somebody from Kenya sees somebody from Uganda, they are quick to know that no, this guy is a Ugandan. They don't simply identify them as like African or maybe the black guy. You understand? They identify them based on the country that they are coming from.
Yes.
So therefore you have had that kind of experience with
Yes. And even when people came here, they would tell them, but you're not African, where in Africa are you from? You're not African, and that's
So that was just a couple of the clips. Make sure you guys go over to his channel, like and subscribe. I'll put the link to his channel in the actual description box. But just wanted to give you guys a video where it's showing an African's point of view, a real African, and not these other guys out here are Pan-Africans that got us looking crazy out here. And I know a lot of you guys out here, I know how you feel. I know you could give a flying rat's ass, and excuse me, that's not a joke. I don't mean for it to be a joke, about what they think about us. But for the people that do, definitely check it out and see how our people have put us out there to look crazy to other people. That we're always, us in America, are trying to group everybody in a hole. And it's no such thing. The African tribes don't even get along and don't even think everybody's the same. They don't think think or know they're from the same tribe. It's like they said in the video, they can see them and actually know who they are, or know they're not from their actual tribe. Which a lot of us here in America can do the same. Or you'll wait for somebody to talk, their dialect, how they say certain things. Remember, every state in America doesn't talk the same. We all have different slang. We all talk different. We all use different words. So are we all the same? But I love you guys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, definitely share. If you mess with me, definitely support the channel. Feathers up, tribe up, wise up, rise up.
The hardest working people in America. I don't care what anybody else says. They are. God bless the Mexican. They are. Mexican people work the hard labor jobs that even us African immigrants, we are scared. We don't mess with those jobs. The Mexican will take the job like that. But what I don't understand myself as an African is why did the slave masters go all the way to Africa seriously went all the way to Africa, took my people on a ship, brought them here to America when Mexico is right next to Texas.